Hello everyone. I got this Sunday afternoon here in the garage of Mr. Ray. My car is always having a hard time restarting. Every time I'm driving for about like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, when the car heats up and I park and I start it again, it's having a hard time starting. It's flooding the engine, actually, carburetor. So I was told that the carburetor heats up and it boils the gasoline, and I guess you won't put proper gasoline in the carburetor in the engine to start it, to get it going. So it's starting to boil. I guess it's not supposed to. So the carburetor is not supposed to heat up that hot. So I guess, yeah, I was getting frustrated because it's a brand new carburetor. It's an AVS2, the newest skateboard, the newest carburetor there is for Edelbrock. And so they said that I had to put in an insulator. This is a disperse the heat or something, or make sure it separates the carburetor from the manifold. And so there's this thing here that's like a gasket, acts like a gasket, I guess. So it goes on top of the manifold. Carburetor goes on top, so there's this separation in between the carburetor and the manifold to I guess so you won't transfer the heat too much in the carburetor. Did not know that. So I got this new gasket, goes on top of the carburetor, this thing. There's already a gasket in there, so it goes underneath and the carburetor goes on top. Hopefully this will answer the problem that I'm having. And it came with this longer, because with that, this is pretty thick. This is pretty thick, so this bolt that was on the manifold that holds the carburetor, with this on, I probably wouldn't be able to screw it in. So this is a bit longer. Take it out. This came with this thing, so you can see it's a little bit longer than the one that I had, the original. So it's a little bit longer, so this can come in no problem. My problem is when I close the hood, I don't know if I have enough clearance from the hood and the filter, the air filter that goes on top of the carburetor. So we'll see. Nobody told me about that issue, so we'll see if it's gonna be okay. So I'm gonna tinker toy. I was just in the house cleaning out the office. I was looking for some documents because I want to get as much documents I have in order to apply for the police academy. So anyway, so I will post later on, see if I have any problems with the carburetor again, boiling up or overheating. So that's what I'm doing with the carburetor. So if you're tuning in to check out the carburetor, that's what it is. Okay, all right. So that's it. I'm gonna work on this, and then I'll post what happened later on. Okay, but if you're tuning in to see what's going on with me right now, that's basically, yeah, working on the car. Wife right now is helping a friend move, so I'm over here playing with the garage. My daughter's hanging out in the living room, just watching TV, relaxing. So I figured I had enough time to work on this thing. So yeah, and what's going on? Well, what's happening? I'm supposed to train today, but my training partner, she has to drive her mom to Mexico. Mom's going back there. In this middle of pandemic, her mom wants to go back to Mexico, which is in Mexico, they have a big problem right now with a lot of cases of infected COVID. I don't know about death. I haven't looked it up. How they're going when it comes to death toll, but they have a big problem in Mexico. It's because the poverty, they're not really equipped, and a lot of them are not, doesn't have choice but to be out there and go to work and, you know, be out in public and stuff. So I could understand why, you know. But yeah, just doing stuff here in the car, having fun. I actually like working on it, you know, but it's a lot of work, it's a lot of time. So if you have the disposable, if you want to own this kind of car, and you know, you have to have some sort of a disposable income to play with it. This is not a, by all means, practical car. For me, a lot of people, it's their daily driver, a car like this, you know, old car, classic car. Some women is their daily driver, but most of those guys are mechanics, or knows a lot about cars. Not necessarily mechanics, but knows a lot. They've been doing it for a long time. I'm not, 2 years maybe. Yeah, if you're gonna own a car like this, make sure you have some money, you know, extra money that you could buy parts, fix it up, even time, you know, if you have time to sit on it and make sure it's working 100%. I have to make this car working 100% because my wife uses the gym equipments here in the garage, and it's a gym / garage right now. So I want to be able to move the car out so she can use the equipment, because if you can't move the car, then, you know, I get yelled at. Yeah, so I want to make sure that the car is working 100% when it comes to just moving it back and forth. But when it comes to like cruising, driving out, reliability, right now, because I'm afraid to go anywhere and stop, go to something to eat or buy something, get back in the car and start it right away because of that overheating problem with the carburetor. So I'm gonna install this and see what happened, you know. All right, yeah, anything else going on with me? Nothing, just teaching at the studio, doing my privates, Zoom still going on. What else happening? My sister's birthday, gave her a call. But yeah, I actually yesterday I worked out yesterday to strengthen my back, to do pull-ups. I found out that more and more about applying for police academy. I have to do 10 pull-ups, I think like 1 minute of sit-ups, as many as I can, push-ups 1 minute, have to run, I think, what did I say, I gotta read more about it, a mile or 2 miles, something like that, so many minutes. There's like a agility test where you run, there's 4 cones, and then you run in like a figure of 8 pattern, jumping off a log. It simulates when you're chasing a perpetrator or a bad guy. When they turn, you know, they want to be able to see if you can run as fast as you can, making those turns without blowing a knee. My knee's been good so far though, so I'm gonna make sure I take care of that. Yeah, so I'm gonna start the pull-up thing. A lot of average pull-up, I think they said is 2 or 3 pull-ups average. 10 is what they require by the time you graduate, which is 10, I guess it's average for somebody who's fit. 10 pull-ups is hard, man. If you guys haven't tried it yet, try doing pull-ups. If you haven't done it for a while, you can probably do 2. 1 if you're lucky, if you haven't done it in a while. So it's hard. I guess you can't just stand there and go to the gym and do those pull-up bars. I mean, weighted, you know, pulley. Where you sit down and you just pull the weight. It's different. When you use your core, when you're actually hanging to pull it, it's a bit different way of pulling weight for pull-ups. So yeah, so I did that yesterday. It was good. I found, I researched it, what to do to make the back stronger, to be able to do pull-ups. In time, you'll be able to do at least 10 pull-ups, all right? Yeah, so yeah, that's what I've been doing so far. It's good. I'm feeling good. No issues. But yeah, for you guys, old guys, when you're 50 or close to 50, take care of yourself, man. You feel good when you in better shape. You have better outlook. I've said that before. Yeah, and now that I turned 50, now I want to go to police department. You know, thank God I've been active. You know, for some of you guys that are not set yet with your ways and still out there want to explore your potentials, even though you're older and you're not ready to retire or anything like that. You know, hopefully you've been taking care of yourself, eating properly. I wouldn't say I'm the best model to be eating right and eating properly, but I do eat, and I do my best to watch what I eat. Balanced diet, that should be the word. Eating balanced diet. No, balance food. Yeah, I take my medication. I only take one medication, which is for blood pressure. My family has a history of heart problems, so unfortunately it's genetics for me. No matter how much I work out, you know, I might have a problem with heart. But you know, maybe if I lose more weight, my blood pressure will go down more. But for now, taking medication to keep it leveled up. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, getting ready for physical testing. It's been a while since I've been in the school, so yeah, it's been a while. But I do read. I'm pretty good writer. My vocabulary is pretty good. Comprehension, I'd like to say it's pretty good, but I need to practice some more. Read a lot. I guess that's what they say. You got to read a lot in order to be good and taking a test with comprehension testing. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing right now. All right. So again, you guys, older folks on your 50s, early 50s and late 40s, you know, start taking care of yourself, because you never know. It's like me, you know, I want to go to police department. Thank God I was taking care of myself before. Not as better as I should have, but I do take care of myself. And now, you know, hopefully this new adventure I'm going to go through works out. All right, you guys be good. Peace.